Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the Red Army Rant Pod. United take on Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. This is the preview show. Kylo's here. I think Ray will be joining us in just a little bit. I'm not so sure, but make sure you guys first and foremost hit the like button, subscribe. Subscribe to Kyle's channel. The link will be in the description of the video. I'll put the link right there in just a moment. Hope you're doing good though, Kyle. Everything's okay on your side, and well, let's get started, man. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Last we had Mason Mount
Bro,
in the team.
you're lagging.
Last time we played against
You're lagging a lot, bro.
it was
You're lagging a lot. You were lagging a little bit. Yeah, just I think it's your microphone. Everything's okay. Your internet's okay. It's just your microphone, I think.
yeah. So I was saying last time we played against Super League, we West Ham no Mason Mount with
Yeah.
the team.
It's not good, bro. It's not good, bro. Your microphone. Sorry about that, people. I think Kyle will sort this shit out. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your comments in the chat. I will get to your comments in just a moment. We're 2 subscribers away from 550 subscribers. If you guys could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be great. And I'll put everyone's links in the description of the video in just a moment. But Palace at home will be an interesting game. Obviously, we played Everton on Monday night. It was a good 1-0 win away to Everton. But it's about time now we go and do the business at home against Crystal Palace.
Yo, is it better now?
Great. Great. A lot better. A lot better. Go on, bro. What were you going to say earlier?
Yeah, so last time I was saying that last time we played against Crystal Palace, it was Mason Mount's game, and Mason Mount performed well. Was it the second last game before Ruben was sacked?
Was it Palace, you say? No, it wasn't
Yeah.
the second last game before got sacked. No. It was way before.
So the third game, but
The
it was his last.
The last time we played Crystal Palace was in November 2025.
Oh, but it was his last proper win.
It was his last. Well, no, we beat Newcastle 1-0 at home.
So his second last win.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yes. So obviously there's been a lot of changes. Obviously back then Glasner was secured in his job, and now Glasner has a lot of pressure. Fans are calling for him to be sacked, and obviously the Conference League performance has bought him a little bit of time, but it's not good enough. Crystal Palace performances in the Premier League is not good enough, and the man is having a lot of pressure. Obviously, last time we played Crystal Palace, it was Ruben Amorim who had a lot of pressure, and it was Ruben Amorim who got the win that he needed to get. The boys showed up for him, and now it's the other way around. Glasner needs a win to buy more time. But obviously, I know that he's leaving at the end of the season anyway. But it's not a good look on Crystal Palace.
It isn't. You're right. You're right, bro. You're right. It's not. No, you're right. It's not a good look on Crystal Palace, 100%. Because the way their season was going, you'd think, all right, Palace can definitely make a European charge here. We were talking about maybe winning the Conference League, but now Palace is just in turmoil. They lost in the first round to, what was it, Mansfield? I forgot who they lost in the first round to.
Yeah, it was to Mansfield. Yeah,
Mansfield Town that they lost to in the first round 2-1. They're the holders of this competition as well. You know? Holders of this competition, and they lost in the first round. You know.
Yeah, and when I was doing a bit of digging into Glasner, I kept on finding out that Glasner kept on losing to these small teams, and that's what kept on getting me worried. If he gets a job, will United be knocking, like United will be knocked out by teams like Grimsby, teams in League One, League Two, if you cannot beat Mansfield.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, no, 100%, 100%. I mean, beating Mansfield, um, that's what they weren't able to do, and hence why they're in a bit of a situation where they're out of all the cups. They've only got the Conference League left. Are they going to win the Conference League? I don't know anymore. At first, you were thinking maybe there's a chance they could win it, but now you're thinking, all right, there's no chance anymore. Because why? It's because their manager situations is in the mud. You know, players are leaving. Palace are just it's just a mess over there. I'm trying to say at Palace, and I'm not trying to say the
yeah,
situation at Maya is any better because obviously we are in a mess as well in terms of off the pitch and in terms of ownership and everything. But on the pitch, the results have been delivering lately, and that's what we got to continue. Got to continue delivering the results. Beating Everton away on Monday night was a really good win, and trust me, I was very happy with that. We need to go into tomorrow's game, or sorry, Sunday's game, excuse me, with with the belief that we can continue the winning streak or the unbeaten streak. Because Palace
yeah,
at home, we've not beaten Palace at home for 3 years. We've not beaten we've not beaten Palace back to back in a season since 2017-2018. That was the last time we beat Palace twice in a season, bro. 2017-2018.
and
So
and it
we
will be
have
our first W.
yes,
It will be our first
exactly.
double W this season.
Mm,
We haven't gotten a double of our team this season, so we need to go
facts,
there, get out. Yeah,
facts, bro. Facts. Um, but yeah, obviously the streak, not a streak, but the Monday night game, Everton. What do you see? How do you see United approaching this game, man? What's your thoughts, like on the way United approach this game? Because Palace at home, it's a tricky game, but I still expect us to get the job done. But what do you think?
against Crystal Palace. Obviously, United knows that Lasner is a type of manager that likes to play compact football. He likes to play structure football. Lasner also likes to control the midfield. So it will be a battle of the midfield, and
Yeah.
it will be a battle of who has the faster counterattacks.
Mm,
So those two things, whoever who can answer those two questions of who can win the midfield and who can have the faster counterattacks will win this game.
facts. Yeah. And Glasner obviously will come to Old Trafford with a back three. That's the way he sets his team up to play football. Um, what are you saying about obviously because Palace have a few good players on their team. They have Tyreek Mitchell. They no longer have Guehi. Guehi's now gone. He's off to Man City. Who else? I mean, Adam Wharton, Mateta. Some good players there. The Palace have.
Very, very good players.
Mm-hmm. You there, bro?
Yeah, so sorry, I went to
No, no,
get something.
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, so Palace have very good players. Obviously, they have some players on loan. They have the Aston Villa player on loan, so that's someone to watch out for. I feel like they should make a change ahead of this game. Their new striker is not somebody I rate. I don't think he is a good replacement. I feel like they wasted money, 50 million, getting what is his name? Lassan, right?
Hassan, I think.
Yeah. I feel like what they should have done is I'm even surprised why they got him because they have a good player on loan. They have Gassad on loan, and they should have saved that money and told themselves in the summer, let's save the money and let go put a 50 million bid to Villa and buy him permanently. But obviously, that's not my team, and it's the first time you see Crystal Palace making such a mistake because the lad has not been performing quite well. His ratings has not been that good, and he hasn't had the impact that they will have thought he will have had to be a long term replacement for Matata. But obviously, we know that Matata will most likely leave this summer.
Yeah,
But
most likely.
will Crystal, yeah,
Most likely.
yeah. But with but the question Crystal Palace board needs to answer is the new signing the correct signing to replace him?
Yeah.
Because if the lad cannot be performing well in 1 month, how will he be performing when Matata is gone out of the club fully?
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's a question the board needs to answer. And also, they need to get a proper replacement for Gahi.
Mm.
Gahi left the club, and I don't think they found a proper centre back replacement for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's down to the board of Crystal Palace, isn't it? Because they're not they're not they've not done a good job this past summer in terms of how in terms of like recruitment, in terms of looking past the players that they let go. You know, after they won the FA Cup, you just think, all right, that this is the way for us now to get to get even better. Obviously, Palace are not a big name club, so they're gonna lose good players. The big name players on their team are gonna want to leave to the bigger sides, and that's unfortunate how the world works in football because money talks. You know what I'm trying to say, and a lot of what they've done, I I think Palace fans should be grateful in a way because obviously they won the FA Cup. They were in such good, they were in such a good position. They were playing very well. They were winning. They were, I'd say, they had probably the best period they've had. You know what I mean?
yeah. But the question they need to ask themselves is who will replace Glasner next season?
Mm,
Because if they're considering Southgate, they should not consider him.
yeah, I hear
Mm.
that. Yeah, I think Southgate. Well, is he really the manager to get them to the next to get them to where they need to be? I don't think so. Because Glasner was their best bet, and then all of a sudden they're not gonna let him go because he wants to leave. He had a disagreement with the board, and now they're gonna let him go. You know what I mean?
It's the same thing that happened to Man United. Like when you build when you build the identity around one manager
Mm,
and then he leaves, it's the same thing that happened to United. We have built our identity around Sir Alex Ferguson. What happened? Sir Alex Ferguson leaves. The body is clueless. They don't know what is Man United without Sir Alex Ferguson.
mm,
And up to now, we haven't answered that question. Like if we ask any fan, what is Man United identity? They'll tell you the identity that Sir Alex Ferguson built. They don't tell you the identity that United has without him.
yeah. There's no identity post Sir Alex Ferguson. You know what I'm trying to say? Like you mentioned that we didn't back managers, or we didn't give the managers the powers. The way we did to Fergie, and maybe that's why we're not as successful as we should be. You know what I'm trying to say?
No,
Yeah, you're spot on. You're spot on, bro. 100%.
not about that. Like we kept on building the team for the manager instead of building the team for the club.
Mm,
Mm.
that's a good point.
Like look at Chelsea. How many managers have Chelsea sacked, and we can tell Chelsea's identity is this and this.
Exactly.
Also, Brighton, the same thing. Brighton, Villa, the same thing. You can tell the identity. The identity is not. It's not on the manager. There's identity on the club. United doesn't have that. Palace is slowly turning to that.
Okay.
Mm. But
So you're
anyway,
saying
this is the preview. Anyway,
we're slowly turning to Chelsea in terms of the way we're moving it in terms of the board, right?
no,
Like,
what I'm saying is that United needs to find who is United. Like, what is our style of football? What kind of profiles do we want? Without
for me,
referring back to the past.
Kyle, I don't really care about the style of football that much. At the end of the day, it's about winning. If we can just win
Mm.
games and be consistent in terms of results, I'm happy. You know, I'll be very happy. But yeah, no, you're also right in that sense. You got to be consistent in style of play and everything. But which players? Obviously, we speak of Crystal Palace. Our record against Crystal Palace at Old Trafford has not been good enough over the years, hasn't it? It's been 2 losses in a row, and then a win prior to that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm.
3 seasons ago, I think it was last we beat Palace, wasn't it? It was 3 seasons ago, wasn't it? Yeah, 3 seasons ago, yes. Or 2
Yeah,
seasons
when
ago,
we beat them home and away.
we beat them in the League Cup. But all right, I'll send you the link, bro. I'll send you the link. I was just gonna say, like, you know, we last beat them in the League Cup in 23-24. And they got knocked out in the next round. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get what you're
But
trying to say.
results wise, against Palace over the years, it's not been amazing. You know what I'm trying to say? So we got to win, man. We've got to win. We've really got to win. And see,
Actually, our last win at home was 2023.
uh huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the last time we
20,
beat Palace at home.
that was the last time we beat them in the league. In terms of the League Cup or all competitions, the last time we beat Palace at home was 23-24 in the League Cup third round.
2024.
23-24 season. Ten Hag
Yeah,
second
23,
season.
24.
We beat them 3-0 at home in the League Cup.
Yeah,
And then we
yeah, I
lost to
remember.
them 5 days later. And we lost to them 5 days later against Palace.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, so that's the last time we beat them, and we haven't beaten Palace home and away since a long time ago. Since was it Moreno's time?
We hadn't done the double over Palace since 17-18 season. No,
Yeah, you see.
actually, hold. Was it? No, we drew 0-0 that year. We drew 0-0 that season. Unless, hold on, did we beat them at home?
You can. When was the last time we beat United home and away? When was the last time we beat Palace home and away?
18-19. We beat them at Old Trafford in the league.
Oh, his audio is not working. Oh,
Yo, King Kanye there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. How you guys doing?
All good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Finally, a little bit free at the moment, so I thought I'd hop on.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Where's
Kyle,
the game then? It's at home. Yeah, it should be. I don't know. It should be a win. I don't really want to see any excuses where they say a draw is good enough. I mean, we're not against an amazing team. We're at home, so I don't see why we shouldn't win it.
when was the last time we did the double over Palace? Was it
yeah.
18-19 that we did the double over?
17, 18. 17, 18.
Crystal Palace that year in 18-19. What was the final score at Old Trafford?
18, 19. It was
It was
3-1. It was 0-0. And then we beat them away 3-1. So that wasn't a double head win.
wait, so it was a 0-0 at Old Trafford?
Yeah. So last time we beat them home and away was in 2017, 2018. Moreno days.
Yeah, you're right. 17-18. Yeah.
Mm.
17-18. We beat them at
It,
home. I forgot the score.
it
What was
was
it?
it was very good performances. 4-0
It was
at
4-0.
home
4-0.
and
And
3-2.
beat them.
3-2
We beat
away.
them 2-0. Oh no, 3-2. We came
3-2.
back. 3-2. 3-2. We came
Yeah.
back. 2-0 down. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, and
But
it will be our first double this season, getting our
mm,
first W home and away.
yeah, 100%, bro.
Unless have we
We need
gotten a
to do that.
W home and away this season?
We need to do that. The last time we haven't done a double of anyone this season, bro. We've not done a double of anyone for a long time.
Hmm.
We have to win this game to make sure we do get a double over this one. You know what I mean? We have
Yeah,
to.
but obviously you asked me before the players that I fear. I fear the Aston Villa striker on loan, Kassad. He has been performing quite well.
Yeah,
Obviously, we
Michael.
know whenever we play against Crystal Palace, we make our former goalkeeper look good in Henderson.
Mm.
And then the right back also plays quite well. Munoz.
Munoz, yeah.
Munoz plays quite. And then Sar is somebody else. And I know this guy has been hot and cold recently, but Lassan, I don't know why, but I guess these small teams we tend to make these hot and cold players perform well.
Mm.
Yeah. And then obviously the big players like Wharton, then some surprising stars like Bob, Pino. Yeah.
Um, should France pressure force Carrick to start Cisco, or should he pick his lineup according to Crystal Palace's style of play, or should he go down with winning lineup? I think it'll be you both can answer this question as well. I think it's a mixture of winning lineup and Crystal Palace's style of play. It's a mixture of both. I can't really.
I
So would you start Sesko then?
I would.
oh, I will not.
I would because you know why? Palace are going to play a low block.
I tell you
Palace are
why
going to.
I won't.
Newcastle won't, so we play Mbeumo up top in that game.
You see,
Against.
Sesko,
Yeah, sorry, go on.
no, you cannot start Sesko against like a back three. Because let's be honest, Sesko will work well against a back two opposition.
Mm,
An
yeah.
opposition who plays a back two low block, he'll work well there. But back three, he needs someone who distracts the opposition. So somebody like Cunha, who distract the opposition and allow the wingers to run in.
Mm,
Yeah. But Sesko is a tall guy, and we know Palace have physical centre backs.
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, you're right. You need a tall physical center back. Sorry, striker against center backs like that. But what are you saying, King Kong? What are you saying about that? Do you wanna add to that?
Yeah, the only thing that prevents me from saying I'd put Sesko there is he is still, kind of young and raw. I'm not sure if he'll be consistent if we start him because it's different coming off the bench than it is starting, right? But for me, I mean, our best winger by far is Mbumo, and we're playing him out of position. And yeah, he's got a few goals, but actually, in a lot of those performances where he's been striker, you could tell if he was on the wing, he would do a bit more for us in terms of creativity and getting past players. And sometimes we played him in striker, and you see him drifting to left wing, and it
Yeah,
just doesn't look right. He looks like,
he's
he
lost.
looks like he's sort of lost. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
don't blame him there. But because he's so good at scoring, he'll still maybe get you the odd goal or whatever. So people
Mm,
think that it's fine that he's striker. I'm not convinced. Similarly, we take off Ahmad, who, by the way, his actual output has not been impressive for
no,
quite a
it's not.
while. A lot of the fans seem to like this guy, maybe because he's young or something, but I don't really care about any of that. I just look at how they're performing. I've not been impressed by how he's performing, but we sub Ahmad off, and guess what? We put Mbuma on the right, and
Yeah.
just for like 10 to 15 minutes, and guess what? He starts assisting Sesko in 2 games as soon as he's put on the
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Two.
So what a surprise. He has no time on the right, but they just change it up, bang, assisted him because it shows. Mbumo is better on the right wing. So and I also think, yeah, I did say Sesko is a little bit young, and that's the only thing that would stop me in terms of how consistent he can be to start him. But he's been scoring a lot. I think he's actually been our most prolific goal scorer in the last few games, right? In the last few games, he's actually been scoring the most, even though he's barely had any time on the pitch. So if that's the case, what does he have to do? Does he have to score 2 goals as a substitute every game? to start. What more do people expect from him? He's scoring a goal when he comes on. So yeah, I would actually start him up top because the last game the lineup was wrong and he got it wrong there. And I actually said before the last game as well, I'd put Sesko up top and Mbeumo right wing, and people were saying, yeah, but it's been working, blah blah blah. But I thought to prevent what we saw happen against Everton, we should start Sesko. And yeah, Sesko bailed us out in that game like he's bailed us out in quite a few games, which I'd even say it's almost kind of not his job. I mean, he's not like our experienced attacker here, but he's actually been doing it. So yeah, I'd put him as striker. What's there to lose? It's not like Ahmad has been blowing us away on the right wing the last few games. So I fail to see why not give him a chance. And also the people that wouldn't give him the chance, I'd say, what more does he have to do? What more does he have to do? Does he have to score a hat trick coming on in no time? Like, come on.
I think you know what it is. I think it's more to do with like his in-game, like, you know, in-game management, because you know what it is. Sometimes it's about how other teams set up, right? Sometimes you have to play to the strength of a striker, how it suits him, because you know why Sesko scored, because it was a counterattack against Everton, right? They were high up, and we capitalized on that by winning that ball back. Cunha spraying it to Mbeumo on the wing, and then Mbeumo to Sesko. Sesko scores, and it's 1-0. Why? It's because he has an open shot. If you can play Sesko into the box, if you can find Sesko in the box, he'll score. The problem is it's about how teams defend him, how teams cover him. Because Palace defensively, I think Sesko should be able to start this game. Sesko, I'll be real with you, this game should be Sesko's game. Palace defensively have been really shaky as of late. I can't lie to you. So I think defensively,
and you got an informed striker that's banging in goals, and they're shaky defensively. Put him on, but also Sesko had a part in creating that goal as well, because he passed it to Luke Shaw, and everything was very beautiful. I mean, people I think underrate Sesko in terms of, I don't want to say creative, but you know what I mean. He does sort of do quite a bit in the build-up play. Yeah. Do
you know?
And he has a lot to give. I really see like his height, his build, everything. If they can make this guy train in a certain way, he can become great in the air. He can become even more physical.
Do you know, I've said this a few times on my shows, that goal kind of reminded me of Rooney's 100th goal in the Premier League against Arsenal years ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's vintage Man U, basically, that kind of goal.
Vintage Man United goal, yeah, kind of. So
that's what we are. Counter-attack, late goal, on the wings, bang. And the speed of Sesko as well, and people are surprised. Why are they surprised? He's like 6'4". He's got long legs. And by the way, he's not in his prime. He can go quicker than that, I feel. I feel looking at him, this guy could be one of the best headers of the ball. He just needs that kind of training. Someone make him, train those physical attributes and have a bit more aggression, maybe, and maybe have a bit more aggression as well.
He needs to find space, in my opinion. No, start same team as last night. And when we came down, Sesko
Lacey.
That's your Lacey. Do you know what it is? I want to see Lacey get some minutes, but not in games like this, because I just feel like it's time to give Mbeumo his right wing spot back, and then start Sesko up top.
But we don't have the luxury because we don't have an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup. We have Premier League, and they're all big games because we have to get top 5, let's say, right? So we don't have the space for it. So I don't. It's just the reality, isn't it? Sesko to outscore Haaland. Well, you never know. Haaland maybe might get an injury. Who knows? I mean, he's kind of a little bit injury prone actually at times. I would
love that, but at the end of the day, I would rather Haaland be fit and then Sesko outscores him there. But
actually, I don't think that's a bad shot, to be honest, because Man City have a new manager next season who will be Maresca, and the way Maresca uses his strikers, I think if Sesko continues his form, he might be maybe not outscoring Haaland, but he might be 3 to 5 goals away from Haaland's total goals at the end of the season, next season.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Haaland is being fed as well as he was a few years ago when he was in prime Man City and they were feeding him the ball a lot more. You never know. I mean, it's football. An injury can happen, whatever. But you really think Maresca's gonna? Because I've seen those rumors as well. I'm not. I think I don't know if that would be a mistake or not. But at the end of the day, if you're at Man City, they just give you the checkbook.
Man City will go. I think it's the job's lined for Vincent Company. It's lined up for Vincent Company. Why? Is because Vincent Company played for Man City, and he's currently at Bayern. If Bayern win the Champions League, there's a good chance Vincent Company says, "All right, Pep's leaving. This is my chance to go take over the club I grew up at, and that developed me, that made me the player I was." You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe there's a good chance he could go. Maybe there's a good chance that he stays at Bayern. Who knows? It depends on this. Depends on him.
The player that excites me is that JJ, but we have to keep him.
No, JJ
I don't know if
can't play next season because JJ is still like 15 or 16. He's not yet 16. I don't think he'll be able to play next season.
I think they can if there isn't there an Arsenal guy that's like 15 or 16 or something.
I think he has to be registered out, and he's not registered at the moment. Maybe he's still like 14 years of age. I think right now.
Actually, I don't know. What's it, JJ Gabriel or something?
JJ Gabriel.
I thought he was 15.
Is he 15?
Yeah, like FA Cup allows you to start young players.
15 now, yeah.
Yeah, so if we were in the FA Cup, he could have made his debut. Maybe not as a starter, but coming off the bench.
He'll become 16 in October. So can he go in the Premier League too then? I don't know. Maybe he can.
I think he can off the bench. Because what's the name of this kid that Arsenal started?
I know what you mean. He's around the same age, isn't he?
Nwaneri? Yeah. Ethan Nwaneri? Talking about him. Because he also played when he was 15.
There's this kid they're playing. I know who he means, yeah.
Oh, when? Last week? You're saying last week against...
No, it was last season. Arsenal debuted that kid. He played quite well as a super sub.
The black one, was he black? Or
yeah, black, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me wait, so you're saying last season in the FA Cup, was it?
No, Premier League. Was it Premier League? He kept on coming.
I've got a feeling he was in that.
Premier League.
It was Premier League. Some games in the Premier League let on. He started in FA Cup, then slowly was integrated slowly here and there in the Premier League. Some games.
Was it Miles Lewis Skelly you're talking about?
Yeah, Lewis Skelly, yeah. I think.
Miles Lewis Skelly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. Yeah. But he wasn't. He was 18 though. I think Miles Lewis Skelly.
Was he 18?
17 years old, I think, when he broke through.
By the way, I'm pretty sure he can play now in the Premier League if there's nothing stopping him. I don't think there's actually a strict age limit.
I think it's too late to register him though. I think there's a deadline for registering young players. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
What, even for next season?
I'm not sure.
I really hope our club isn't late in doing stuff. Just like all these managers that they've signed a new contract. Well, why didn't you do anything before that?
Do you know, bro? Now that I think about it, I'm so glad we sacked Amarim because Amarim would have ruined the guy. Now that Amarim's gone, like this guy will definitely get some more minutes in his best position. So I'm happy. You know, I'm just glad that we no longer have this manager like, oh, he's gonna play players in this and that position. Like, bro, just keep it as it is. You know?
Speaking of managers, are we getting Ancelotti or not? Because that's the guy I want, or Enrique. No, because Tuchel and Nagelsmann. I don't want the Germans. So I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, are we getting who?
I'm not sure on those Germans. Well, I want Ancelotti or what's the other one? Who did I say? Enrique. That's the one I want.
Wait, am I hearing you saying Ancelotti?
Yeah, Ancelotti or Enrique.
The Liverpool manager.
Ancelotti, I don't see him join next season. I think he's going to stay at Brazil.
But he's an international. I mean, international. It's not quite as sexy as Premier League.
He has signed a new contract. He has signed a new contract for Brazil, and same as Tuchel. So I think those two are ruled out.
But if they've not signed it yet, we can still swoop in. But even if they've signed it, we can pay the money and get them. If we really want them, we can pay the money and get them. But maybe they don't want to do it because they want to keep it cheap. I don't know what's going on here. But if it was me, I'd be like, I don't care. Even if they haven't signed it, I'd aggressively go in, offer them the money they want, and say we really want you. If they have signed it, I'll just offer the money to break the contract. I mean, listen, it's like saying you want the best players in the world, but you don't want to pay a lot for them. The reality is they're going to cost a lot of money. Otherwise, we can become this B tier club where we get the B tier players and the B tier managers. Because we want to save money.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne since he's gone. Haaland's not doing the service. Haaland was scoring goals this season. To be fair, he was backing a lot of goals at the start. To be fair, even without KDB. I don't think KDB is the reason why Haaland's not bagging. I think Rodri coming back into the side is why Haaland's bagging a lot of goals. And even Doku, Foden we had their period. Semenyo is now here, so Haaland's definitely gonna have a bit of service. So yeah, no, look, I'm not. I don't think Haaland will struggle. I think City will get a creator for Haaland, but they'll definitely get someone like a De Bruyne-ish player to create for Haaland next season. That's what they're gonna do, in my opinion. But yeah, King Khan, what are your thoughts on the Crystal Palace? Like, how do you see us approaching the game, and how do you see obviously who from Palace that you think we should be worried about? But obviously, talk about the game first. How do we approach this game?
I would just, to be fair, I think our front line just have to just show their physicality. So a big striker uses size properly, and kind of, even if you can't win the header, to just disrupt it, and then someone crafty like Mbeumo or Cunha can get, what do you call it, second balls, right? Cunha and Mbeumo can then get the ball because they're quick and agile. I really think our front three just have to really, because when they work hard, I don't see many teams really outscoring us or beating us. I think those three, I would say, listen, I'll give them an 8 out of 10, our front line. So I think our front line have just got to be quite physical in this game. I don't think it's going to be that much of a tactical game in the sense of like beautiful football, but I just, because that's where the Premier League has gone as well, and these teams, and we saw it in the last game. I just think if you have kind of physical players, whether they're tall, whether they're strong, whether they're quick and small, you got to kind of use that to your advantage. I'm not sure our midfield. I think we'll probably set up kind of deep as well, because our midfield is probably doesn't really have that much legs to it. So that's why I see the reliability. And also, I'm not happy with our fullbacks either, in Luke Shaw and Danilo.
Same.
Especially because people see them do one good thing and then they say they're good players, and it's like no. Most of the time they're a liability. Luke Shaw looks like someone's carrying a stone on his back when he's trying to go forward. He looks so tired, right? He lacks the physicality to go forward. Dalot, as we know, is just inconsistent all round. So again, I think it's going to come down to our front three working hard, using their physical attributes to beat the opposition players, because we have got the better players. I honestly don't think it should be that hard, considering I've seen us beat better opposition than them. We're going to be at home. What's the excuse to lose, really?
No, that's no excuse to lose this weekend. We have to win. We've got to approach this game with the right mentality, because, bro, like I said, these teams have the tendency to frustrate us in periods of the game. But it's about how you shut up shop, right? And it's about how you you break the deadlock. We have to break the deadlock first to even have any ounce of to have a good chance of winning the game. Because I think against Everton, like I said, everything that happened in the Everton game, I said happened. I think King Kong, you remember last Premier League show, I said that it has to be a counterattack that wins us the game.
Yeah.
I said that counterattack will win us the game, and we won on the counter. We hit them on the counter, we won the game. So,
but also, I just don't see our midfield being this possession dominant kind of system. I think they're better on the counter and being quite deep, and then you just sort of
they've always been
put it long to Mbeumo or Cunha, blah blah blah, Sesko. I think we do better like that. I'm not sure we have the legs.
Sorry to cut you off, but I think it only works when they're high in possession. So, for example, when they're high up in possession, like if, for example, Everton are high up the pitch and they had the possession, if we can win the ball back from deep, spray a long pass to Mbeumo who makes the run, then maybe that'll work like that. I don't see us working. I don't see us if Palace going to play deep. I don't think it'll work like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't think it works that way. I think it only works if we can play a pass long downfield if a player is, open. Because there's no point of doing that when they're sitting deep, isn't it? We got to make sure that we're careful in possession. Because I want us to be like a sloppy game, like.
Would you rate us in possession? Because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't for many years. So I just find when we kind of have to bring the game, I just see us being slow, lethargic. almost like we don't know what we're doing, and we keep passing the ball too slowly. If you're going to be in possession, do it quick, because if you take ages, you give the opposition time to set up and counter you and be in position and expect it. You have to move it quick and no recycling of the ball. Just go. Don't take second touches and just go.
No, you're spot on.
But also again, I don't think Palace plays a low block. They most likely we play a mid block.
Everton, I think you said the same for Everton, didn't you? You said Everton play mid block as well, no?
Yeah, I said Everton will play a mid block, and wait, did I say Everton? Yeah, maybe
You
I
said
did say that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, I remember you
But
said
do you think they play similar? Do you think Palace and Everton will be quite similar in terms of games? Because I'm not seeing like a world of difference in. But I might be wrong. It all depends how they set up. But if they're quite similar, then I think definitely you put Sesko in there. You start him because well, he won us that game basically, didn't he? No matter how people want to spin it, but he won us that game. So it really depends. I mean, if you think that the game's going to go similar to how it was with Everton, then you put Sesko up top.
So you're saying bring Sesko later in the game like how we usually do?
No. I'd start him. I'd start him.
Oh, you actually started? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying is that because Sesko bailed us out, if they play similar, which I think they will to the last game, then put Sesko up top then, because why have to rely on late minute things when we can see they're being more clinical? And I actually think you put Sesko up top, we probably score 2 goals, and Boomer probably gets one as well because he's better on that right wing.
And do you know what's so good about last game was the feeling that we were gonna score was there. Like it's just the feeling that United are gonna score is back, bro. Because you know what it is. Like last game, I thought when we brought Sesko out, surely we're gonna score here now. We're surely gonna score now with Sesko on the pitch. We scored. Like the feeling of scoring is like slowly coming back. We're scoring a goal every single game now. You know what I'm trying to say? Every game we're scoring.
Yeah, I mean, in the last few games, he's been our best goal scorer, and he's not even been starting the games. So just the stats show it. Look at the amount of minutes that Sesko's been given compared to the others, and he's been scoring the most actually in the last few games. So I would start him, and if he shows that he can be this clinical already, kind of in this short period, I don't see why he can't continue that and get even better. Because looking at him with the eye test, clearly he's still developing as a player. And he looks more aggressive now too. You know, he's put his hair like what do they call it again? The short hair now. Looks a bit more aggressive too, using his kind of talents and physical attributes. But yeah, I honestly think that if we have him up front, have Mbeumo on the right wing, because even when he was as a 10 under Amorim, he was kind of better on that wing a little bit, right? I think we'll score 2 goals. We'll have Mbeumo score 1, we'll have Sesko score 1. Why not?
Yeah, actually, that's not a bad shot, because also looking at Palace midfield and the back three, I could see Palace setting up similar to how West Everton did against United, and Sesko and Bomo could make a good combo.
Yeah, I think
So yeah,
combo is one thing, but the way I see it is I've always maintained that Mbeumo, we're wasting some of his talents by putting him up front, because he's got the attributes of a winger as well. He can also create and assist, and we've seen him do it with Sesko in 2 games now. So he'll be even better on the right wing, and Sesko is scoring obviously more goals than Ahmad. So yeah, I would put him a striker.
yeah, but
I think
what if
we should
we
get.
don't have a quality backup striker?
Yeah, we don't. But I mean, in terms of striking, I'd put him there. I mean, yeah, we should have a second striker too, but the club thought that it's fine just to have one. I would have got like a Mateta as well if he was available. I would have got him as well. Why? I don't understand why people are like, well, Sesko is good enough. Okay, it's not about Sesko. It's about how can a top club only have one striker?
How can a top club? Exactly, you need cover, right?
And don't bring up all these bloody kids to me who are missing. Well, that's not a backup striker. Like you got to have 2, actual proper adult strikers. And
bro, we used to have Rooney, Berbatov, Hernandez, Welbeck, all in one team, and they all used to get minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because imagine if Sesko gets injured. Imagine
Exactly.
that. An
Exactly.
injury, and I actually think we're kind of lucky in terms of injuries. Our front line have not got injured that much and for that long. I think we're pretty lucky with injury, but then we're not playing that much. But
I don't
I just
see
think.
Xerxes up top. No more. No more.
Oh,
Done with
sorry. Oh, sorry, Kevin. I actually literally forgot that player. I'm not even exaggerating. I literally forgot that player. Yeah, Xerxes. I don't know why he's still here. Probably he's liking the Man U money, whatever the hell they're paying him.
He missed that
'Cause he
open
should've-
header against West Ham, and he disappeared ever since.
No, he's dog shit. Even last season, a lot of the fans, the standards were in the fucking grave. Yeah, the standards
Yeah.
were in the grave, and they were like, "Oh well, he looks so cute on the ball. Look at that pass." What? What? What do you mean he looks a bit? Just go get Garnacho back. He'll do you one or two little cute skills. End of the day, he's fucking shit in terms of results. I've never rated Xerxes. I think what's even more, even the more the reason why I'm not impressed by Xerxes is look at the guy physically. He's tall, right? He's big. He looks athletic, but he looks really slow, and he's young as well. I don't understand what is Xerxes' excuse. He has the attributes physically. But when look at Xerxes' face, most of the time he looks kind of nervous on the pitch as well. I do not rate the guy. I don't know why he's here. He should be in a side that's like 15th or something. But he's obviously stayed for the money, probably. But he should be forced out. If this gym guy is forcing out all these other workers, okay, force the players out. And the ones that are not good at them, say to them, well, get out of the fucking club and just fuck off. And if you're not, if you're going to start fucking around here, you're not even going to be in the squad. You're going to be training with the under 18s, and you can rot here with your career going downhill. Just force them out. Simple as that. I generally think it's quite easy to do, but whether they're going to do it, let's see. Maybe they don't want to do it because we want to protect our investment and bullshit like that. But he needs to be out. We've only got one striker, and the striker, I like him. I actually do rate him. I think he's got place to develop. No, I'm not. If I said he was shit, I'm saying, look at what I'm saying with Xerxes. If I think he's shit, I'll say he's shit. But I actually rate our striker. I think he can be developed so much. Imagine we had someone like a Harry Kane teaching Sesko. Imagine that. Whoa.
Bro,
imagine that.
Bring Harry Kane into.
Yeah. And why not get him on a 2-year contract and don't give him the bullshit 5-year crap. Give him 2 years because you never know with old players. And then if he gets better, like at the end of the 2 years, if he's done decent, then give him a year extension. Something like that is what I'm saying.
But the only problem is though, bro, is that these guys don't like buying players under 26. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't like buying. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's kind of retarded because yes, most of the time it works, but sometimes not. Look at Ronaldo; he scored most of his goals after 30.
Exactly.
It's stupid. Modric is still going well until like 38, 39.
He's still going well now. I watch him every single week.
Yeah, but I'm talking kind of like Real Madrid, like one of the best players in the world. Even Cruz retired at 34, but he could still go on for a good few years.
He won a Champions League and dipped, bro. He won a Champions League and dipped.
Yeah, I think he won. Was it 6 or 7? And he just thought, yeah, fuck it, I don't want any more.
6 Champions League.
Yeah, I think we just saw. I think it's 6. He's like, I don't need the 7th or an 8. I don't care anymore. I've got 6. No one can talk to me now. But he could also go on until 37, 38 easy as well, at the top level as well. And Harry Kane, I mean, he's now kind of in his. How old is he now? 33 or 32?
30.
Is he born in 1993? I'm guessing. Let me look this up. Harry Kane, 1990. Yeah, it's 1993. So, okay. Yeah, so Kane is still banging in the goals. He's gonna wanna break the Premier League record. Go get him. Go get him. But again, there's always excuses because you're gonna see all this bullshit in the media about the 26 rule. The real reason for that 26 rule, which is by the way, they want to save money probably because they're like, well, we can't sell them on later or some bullshit like that. But yeah, a lot of players do decline at about 30 or so. But again, as you can see, there's examples of certain players that are still great players at that age. And if you're giving them a 5-year contract, that's your problem. But don't give them a 5-year contract. Give them a 2-year, and if at the end they're still good, extend it. But we definitely need another striker. I don't know why that's not spoken about.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro, 100%.
Who would you get as well? Who would you get as another striker?
Kyle, you want to answer that question?
Okay, if it's an older striker, Ken will be a perfect striker, but I doubt he'll leave Bayern Munich. Another option would be Matata. Another option will be
What
who?
about Osman?
I would love Osimhen.
Big physical guy, aggressive, get him in.
Playing very well right now as well. He's playing very, very good.
How old is he again? Let me see. I've got a feeling he's in that.
Number two.
27.
Will he be
Is that-
willing to be number two?
No. He doesn't have to be number two. If he's better than Sesko, then which I think he is, have him as number one. I've not got a problem with Sesko being number two. End of the day, Sesko is not even in his prime ages yet.
No.
He's still here to learn. But you have to have two strikers. How can you have one? Even clubs that are smaller than us have two. You have to have two, maybe even three, because the guy can get injured. Yeah, and there was talk we could have got Osman in the summer. I think they should really aggressively pursue Osman. As for whether Kane would leave Bayern, well, if we offer him enough money, why wouldn't he? Why not? He's going to want to come back to the Premier League at some point. People are telling me, so why not? It's all these excuses.
Especially for his goal record as well.
There's a lot of propaganda and bot accounts that are going around saying you wouldn't leave this club. No. Offer them enough money and they will, okay? But whether we're going to do it or not, I don't know.
It's a different story, yeah.
We need to have ambitious owners that just offer the money because they've got the fucking money. And also, you know how they've been begging people, oh, give us 2 billion to make a new stadium, but yet the Glazers are now going to spend close to 2 billion to get a cricket club. They've been bidding for a cricket club to pay them like $1.5 billion. So why have they been bullshitting that they have no money then?
They put us in debt, and now they want
pathetic. Yeah, fucking scumbags.
I don't like
I fucking hate these owners, man. I'm holding back of what I really want to say as well, so we don't get striked.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. No, but you're spot on there. But I think let's get to lineups, unless you guys want anything on the Crystal Palace. Actually, let's talk about Palace first. Obviously, because, me and Kyle spoke about the Palace game, like, in terms of, like, Palace, how will they set up, how will they turn up? Who from that team do you think is a bit, like, we have to watch out for? Because I'm looking at Mateta, I'm looking at Wharton, Munoz, Dean Henderson can have a good game. What do you think from that team we have to look out for in Palace?
Is Mateta, is he fit at the moment, right? Is he?
I don't know.
I doubt, but I think right now he's mostly third choice. Just dropped in the rankings.
I'm not sure he's actually been playing. Again, it's not arrogant of me saying this. I don't really fear any of their players that much. I have the faith in our front three. I have the faith in our front three to do the job if they work hard. That's the point. I think the Premier League has become less of a beautiful kind of football pass around. It's just more just be physical. And if they want to play that route, end of the day, we have the better players anyway. So I think we just do what we did against Everton, except swap out Ahmad for Sesko. I'm not too worried about it.
And
I do feel we win by a 1-goal margin. Yeah, we win by a 1-goal margin, but I'm seeing that kind of consistently. That's fine. As long as we win, I'm happy.
Fair enough. Shall we get to the lineups?
Yeah, sure.
What are you guys' lineups? I think we'll keep the goalkeeper at the back four the same. I think I started Euro after the last game. Euro was exceptional last game. You gotta start him. Euro was just unbelievable last game.
Yeah, I don't think we have a choice anyway, because Martinez is not yet back for this game. I think he's meant to be back for. Is it the late game or? Let me check.
Is there a way to get Shaw out of this lineup? Is there a way to just fuck that fatty off? Because I'm sick and tired of this player as well. He just seems to appear in the international years. Remember in the Euros, he started playing for England, but he didn't play for us.
Bro, Luke Shaw is this guy. Bro, if you watched him last game, he was absolutely dreadful. Like, the guy just kept clearing the ball, didn't make runs didn't make overlapping or underlapping runs. We missed a left back and a right back like that, man. And we need two good fullbacks, and I think this summer we need to go in for some good fullbacks.
He has the worst personality. So if I see a good moment from him, I don't care. I don't like the guy. He has a terrible personality because people don't seem to know that pig is half the time pretending to be injured. But when it comes to playing for England, he'll go play for them straight away.
Facts, 100%, bro. You're spot on.
No, but it's most of some of the players back then playing for their own personal motivation, not for the team's motivation. But it's
Yeah, well,
part of it.
he's quite extreme in that. Yeah, he's pretty extreme when it comes to that. I want nothing to do with him. I think he's overstayed his welcome by a long time.
It it's just the same way how Rashford is performing well at Barcelona because he wants a permanent move. The same way how Rashford was performing well when he wanted a new contract.
Yeah. As for Rashford, let's get on to him. If Bayern Munich offer more than this 26 million that Barcelona is, I'd say to him, you're not going Barca. You can fuck off to Bayern then, because I don't have any sentimentality. I want to get us as much money as we can, and actually I look at him at Barcelona, and I'm not happy with what I'm seeing because he's trying for them, but for us he's downing tools and he's given all these bullshit excuses like, oh, I'm depressed on the pitch and all this crap. It's like, no, you're a multi-millionaire. Don't give him this bullshit about how hard it is for you. Just fucking try on the pitch. That's what you're getting paid for. So Rashford as well. I mean, how he is doing at Barcelona. I hope when we sell him to whoever we sell him to, I hope he does shit. I say that because he failed us.
No, I think the way, yeah, I don't want to wish bad on the players, but if we are selling Rashford to Barcelona, we should have a sell-on clause on there, a percentage, because I'm hearing that Barcelona wants to buy Rashford and sell him to the highest bidder
No, but
the
it's
same
not like
summer.
so they're gonna buy him for sure this summer. It's guaranteed.
No, they want to buy him and then sell him to like a team like PSG for 50 million. So imagine we're losing that 30 million that we could have gotten if we sold directly to PSG.
If I had Dorgo, I would play him at left back instead of Shaw. I'm at right back instead of Dallo. Both Shaw and Dallo give us nothing going forward defending. Dorgo is
My,
not a left back. Dorgo is a
my,
left wing.
my issue with Dogo is he doesn't know how to defend, and
Yeah,
Shaw knows how to defend.
that's the only thing. That's the only difference.
So the
Apart from
issue of
when
cutting back.
Shaw lets the ball bounce and then he just makes an amateur mistake and then we concede.
For Luke Shaw, you can tell that his legs are slowly going.
Slowly. I think
I'm
he's
just
been
being
broken
nice.
for a while. Yeah, well, no. Let's be honest. Let's be honest with these players. We're paying them all this money. Well, actually, I'm not really, but the fans are paying them all this money. The ones that are buying their shirts and going to the games, they're paying them all this money. I'm expecting an amazing result, an amazing performance from these guys. But with people like Shaw, I think his biggest problem is the mentality. You can tell he just downs tools most of the time. Free heaven. What, and take who out? What, Maguire? You take out over him?
You're playing well though the last two games. I can't lie to you.
The problem is, I think having kids as defense, I just don't think it works usually. With defenders, you got to have someone. I don't want to say old, but you know what I mean. Someone with a bit of experience. Maguire's been. Listen, if you don't allow Maguire to get isolated and he has players around him that can mitigate his lack of pace, then he's fine. Having one young kid in there is enough for me. I don't want a second one. I don't want two young centre backs. I just don't have faith in that.
Yeah, plus the only reason why I keep starting Maguire, or the manager keeps starting Maguire, is because he's a threat in the box when it comes to United having set pieces. When we want to score a corner, we want to score a free kick, those things.
Yeah, old slabhead can put one in there every now and then. But listen, I think with the set piece thing, why can't we make Sesko like that? He's actually taller than Maguire. Why not? He's actually a natural striker.
Scored from a set piece against Brighton, and I know we lost that game, but he actually scored in a set piece from a set piece.
Was it a header he scored on, or how did he score?
It was the header he scored. Yeah, it was the header he scored.
Yeah.
Defender, we got one back.
He's got all the physical attributes to be a great header of the ball, so I don't see why we can't make him the header, because I don't want to be relying on defenders to bail us out like Arsenal. I like to see my attackers do the dirty work of scoring.
I don't think it's experience excuse for these comments. There's no experience excuse.
Why is it? It's not an excuse. It makes sense.
No, I'm saying if you're good enough, you're old enough.
but the point is, I mean, quite often they're not good enough because they make kind of amateur rookie mistakes that you wouldn't see a player
Like
maybe in their
in the FA
prime.
Cup. Shea Lacey in the FA Cup, second yellow card. Remember that one?
Exactly, yeah. And we've also seen some dodgy moments from Yoro. We're talking good about Yoro, but Yoro's had some dodgy moments where
Yes.
he's been nervous or whatever. I think Heaven as well, would you say? A few times. But
Yeah.
that was a centre back pairing, and we all got excited because they're young players, blah blah. But they were a problem for a time.
What were you saying?
Yeah, so yeah, it's not about experience excuse. I think we have reached a time of the season where we need to start our best players to finish. Because also, let's be honest, Liverpool is starting to get a bit of form here and there, and we have a
Uh,
tight race for UCL football.
I think
Yeah,
Liverpool have been scamming wins.
they have been.
Who did they last play again? Was it with Forest, right? And they
Forest
won
won, and then
one
they
goal in the
lucky,
97th minute.
lucky offside, lucky potential offside goal or something like that.
Yeah, in the 97th minute. What a scumbag. What else is going on? Heaven will learn sitting on the. Sorry, but we don't exactly have an FA Cup or Carabao Cup to play these young players and to rest our main players. So I don't understand. You guys want to give them experience, but you want to take off better players than them. I'm not really getting that about what
What?
this.
Gotta
He's saying here, Heaven will learn sitting on the bench. Blah blah blah.
also learn from Maguire allowing to give away penalties. Nah, I don't know. I don't ask him. But even at the start of the year, you saw Heaven making mistakes. Like allowing players in behind, especially in the Leeds game. Remember when we could have won the Leeds game if Heaven actually kicked the ball away instead of letting players in behind, too easily.
Yeah,
But it's what it is.
Heaven and Yoro definitely have showed their inexperience in the box at times, and that's why we're not starting them anymore. And they seem like they were getting nervous at times as well. As for him saying that about Maguire, listen, I don't rate Maguire massively, but I'm just saying I think he's more consistent and reliable at this moment than those two players.
If against low blocks, you don't need a Cisco. Then same goes against low blocks, you don't need a Maguire. I agree. I don't know if
You
I
don't
don't know if
need
that,
Sesko against a low block. Well, why
don't need
not?
if
I
against
think
low
you.
blocks you don't need a Cisco. Then same goes against low blocks, you don't need a Maguire. You agree? No,
No,
I disagree.
I think we need. I think we need him against a low block. No, I don't need him, but he's a good addition, isn't he? Big, tall player.
It's favoritism.
No, it's
I don't,
favoritizing the better players at the time.
don't think it's favoritism, to be honest.
Yeah, I spoke against Maguire quite a bit. I think we should sell him, but I think he. Yeah, but is it really his job to be moving with the ball? At the end of the day, we need to stop letting the goals go in. If you want to talk about moving with the ball, I expect that to be Cunha and Mbumo's job, and the midfield as well, which is I think a little bit slow in that department. But if he's keeping clean sheets, that's number one. And with Yoro and Heaven, they were quite unreliable at times.
But anyways, I think let's get to the lineups because I know Kyle does have to go, and also the Champions League draw is in about half an hour, so we should wrap up soon. What's your lineup for this game, guys?
We started goalkeeper.
Obviously, Lemons starts.
Yeah, unless
Not
you want to
Bayanda, but Bayanda distribution is good though.
Oh, by the way, can I just speak on the goalkeeper situation real quick? Yeah, Andre Onana, you open your mouth for absolutely for what reason? Seriously, this guy, he's a good goalkeeper performance from our new goalkeeper, and like man's talking all of a sudden. All of a sudden, man's not open his mouth. Why? He's jealous.
I can't. Yeah, some sort of delusion. I can't tell if it's delusion or if he just there's some ulterior motive where he wants him to do badly. I don't know.
Literally.
Nah, he's just too. I think it's like a desperate man. He's just too desperate.
Maybe that's true.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw him with the pens against Grimsby and he got his hand to like 5 of them and didn't save any, I thought, you know what? I think he's purposely losing here. Maybe he just was pissed off with the hierarchy or something. But he purposely lost us that game.
Is it possible to leave him in Turkey?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm out, bro. I'm not responding anymore. I'm not responding anymore.
I'm done.
You can respond, Kevin.
I'm not responding. But anyways, we'll get to lineups. So, Lemons, Dallo right back, probably. Gonna be Dallo right back.
Yeah.
Mazraoui.
No, I think has Delo been doing something offensively for us though last few games? Would you say a little bit?
I would say he's been better going forward. I can't lie to you. Better going
The
forward.
problem is with Mazraoui, I don't see what he offers us going forward. He's very much a defensive player.
Yeah, but also I think the Palace midfield has also been a bit weak as well. So if we have a strong midfield, we just need those players to go forward as fullbacks.
Then you start Delo. Then if you want them to go forward, then you start Delo. I think.
No.
Again, it pains me to say it. I'll put Delo there.
I've seen the way Dalot performs against Palace the past 5 to 7 games, and I can say Mazraoui has performed better. Also, Mazraoui was a good sub against Everton. He did his job. He kept down, did his job.
Is this our lineup, or what we think the lineup will be?
Both, I guess. Mixture of both.
Yeah, I think he starts Delo though. That's the thing. I don't care if Delo's even sub if Delo is not started because I don't rate the player that much. But I think he starts Delo.
You know what? Defensively, he's actually not been. He's actually not bad defensively, Ahmad. Actually, especially
Ahmad aside, but
Bro thinks we still have Amarim or something.
I think when Ahmad tracks back, he actually wins the ball well. Like I actually think Ahmad actually does well in terms of like winning the ball back. Like his ball retention is good, but the problem is his decision making after that. You know?
Yeah, but you'd have him as a as a fullback in the back forces.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, we're gonna turn into a fucking beer, bro. What are we gonna do next? Replace Sesko for Maguire up top again?
Oh,
Ooh.
no, I can't do
Well,
that.
what? I just want to put my hands over my eyes. I'm just embarrassed seeing like we are getting defenders to bail us out as strikers.
I can't do that, man. I guess center backs is going to be Euro Maguire again, isn't it?
Same thing, yeah. Worked out. They've been pretty good actually. So yeah, I'll put them there.
I don't think we have a choice anyway.
Luke Shaw, left back.
Oh, he just put me in a bad mood with Luke Shaw.
I hate that.
But who else do we fucking have to put there? I'm just literally thinking.
No one else. Unless
put Heaven there?
Wait, is Lisandro Martinez back or is he out for another period of time?
No, he's back. He's back for the Bournemouth game.
Okay. Oh, he's back with Bournemouth. Okay, so that's like what, week after?
Could Heaven work instead of Shaw? Could Heaven work in that position?
No, I don't see it.
Unless
I'm so desperate to get Shaw out, bro. I just hate that player.
No, I think Shaw is the best option.
Yeah, he's gonna probably play Shaw. We haven't really got anyone else.
Maybe Malacia.
Only guy. He's not gonna compete with Shaw.
Malacia. Oh, man.
This club, man.
This club is entertaining, man. At least because they're entertaining, bro. Because every day is the fucking circus.
What about Leon? What about that South American kid, Leon?
Oh, Leon, no, he's not gonna play. He's too. I think he's on loan, isn't he? I thought he went out on loan.
Did he go out on loan?
I think he went out on loan. I don't remember where he went, but I think he must have gone out on loan. I don't remember where he went though.
I don't think it says loan here. Let me see.
But I think Luke Shaw will start anyways.
Midfield.
That guy never plays for us anyway. Has he even played? I don't think he's played a single game for us.
No.
Yeah, he's not out on loan. He's at the club.
I think it'll be Casemiro, Maino, Bruno again, midfield.
I disagree. I think you gotta have Ugarte in this kind of game. You know, he's. No, I can't do it.
Nah.
I just love the way you're trolling on this live stream.
But let's be honest with this thing though, guys. We all better pray for no injury because Ugarte is getting in there. Then
You know, Ugarte's only played 8 minutes in the last. I'd say what. He's only featured in like 8 minutes in the last 15 games or something. I
have
swear.
we not got another? We've not got someone else other than Ugarte we can put on the bench because
It's not like a stat. Ugarte hardly came on the pitch.
is there not another kid that we have as a midfielder that we can put in the squad instead of Ugarte? Because I don't want him here, man. Because I worry whenever we bring him on, we start conceding 2
Kone is the
goals.
only guy. Sekou Kone is the only guy, but I think he's out on loan as well. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I think the midfield stays the same. Mbuemo, Cunha, Sesko. That's my front three.
Same here. I think Kyle would put out Ahmad.
No. I'll
You
put out Bumo, Cunha, and Sesko.
We all agree.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I think Michael Carrick is going to have to do that as well. Even if he rates Ahmad a bit more, I think his hand is forced because some of the fans were saying the last game, why didn't you start him? And we saw, well, he actually bailed us out then, didn't he? So
at least with Ahmad is like I don't hold a grudge against the guy. Like I still hope he does well. Whereas if he's constantly starting Garnacho, I'm just like, yeah, fuck Garnacho. Like because Garnacho when he was here, I was just like, get this guy out of my team. Whereas with Ahmad, I don't hold a grudge against the guy because in the past he's actually been good for us. Like past 2 seasons, he's actually been a good player for us in terms of like individually. Like FA Cup semi-final, quarterfinals against Liverpool, that goal, bro, that goal changed everything for Ahmad. You know, that goal literally changed everything for Ahmad. So yeah, no, like I said, if Ahmad starts, I hope he does well. If he doesn't start, then I hope he comes off the bench and does something. I don't hold a grudge against the guy, and I never will. I like Ahmad, but I want to see him off the bench.
if he starts though, we got to say because we got to say Carrick has got some favoritism towards him if he does start because he has had a few.
Or maybe
bad
it's just a
games,
plan that he wants to bring Sesko on late in the game just to kill the game off. You know,
But it's a gamble to do that because sometimes you can't kill off in the end. Why we're doing things last minute. What if we're 2-0? You know, I just think we should get as much goals as we can. Because if we can score earlier on in the game, why don't we do that? And we can score later as well.
It is favoritism. You're right about that.
And I just feel I might be wrong, but I feel that Mbeumo will score more goals on the right wing anyway. And also he creates goals on the right wing. So.
But anyways, anything you want to add before we go to score predictions, or you guys want to get score predictions right away?
Yeah, I'll just say my quick score prediction. It's a better game. I'm going to go for 1 goal, 1-0. I think Sesko will score the winner, either off the bench or as a strike or starting.
Okay. King Khan, what's your score prediction?
I think if we have Mbeumo right wing, I think he'll get us a goal as well. I think Sesko will get something too. So I'm thinking either 2-0 to us or maybe 2-1.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one though. Let's just say, you know what, screw it. Let's say 2-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2-1. But I think we'll get 2.
The last 2 times I said I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. We actually kept a clean sheet.
Okay.
I said it 2 times last time. We actually kept a clean sheet. All right. My head says 1-1. My heart says 3-1 United.
I'm liking it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with my heart.
Good.
3-1 United. 3-1.
No, you're saying your heart, but we actually have the ability to do that now. When we got players like Mbeumo, Cunha, Bruno, Sesko, we've got serious people that can slam it in the back of the net now.
Yeah.
We didn't have that last season.
I'll go 3-1 United. 3-1. I think we'll win the game. Should be hopefully a good performance, and hopefully we can seal the game in style. But yeah, I guess that's it for today's show. Unless you guys have anything more to add before we close out. Obviously, Champions League draw is in 15 minutes, so I am gonna be back for the live draw. But I'm not gonna start right away. I'm not bothered about presentations, so I will start when the draw is about to start. I'm not wasting my time waiting for the presentations to start. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
anyways,
it'll be an easy win for us. You know, should be an easy win.
Hopefully.
People are gonna have a go at me for like saying, "Oh, it's arrogant," or whatever. I don't care. Easy win for us. Why not?
No excuses. We should be winning this game comfortably. But yeah, people, we are gonna wrap it up here. First and foremost, hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Two subscribers away from 550 subscribers. If you guys can subscribe, that'd be great. And also to Kyle's channel, the link is in the description of the video. King Khan, do you want to plug anything? Do you have anything to plug or your?
No. I just I like to just contribute every now and then, but
No worries,
not really
man.
making anything.
Appreciate you being here as always, man. Appreciate you always being here. Premier League show tonight at 5 p.m. UK time. If you guys want to tune into that one, gonna preview the weekend and we're gonna talk about the games going forward and whatnot. We're gonna talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about the Champions League as well in just a moment. So obviously the live draw and everything. So people tune into that one. But yeah, people like, share, subscribe. Links will be in the description for Kyle's channel and yeah, my channel. 2 to 550. Leave it there. Come on, United. Hey, Glazers out, Ineos out. You man, out of here. You're out of here. I'm trying to say. Big up, people. We're out. Love. Come on, United.